In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to add details and texture to your sculpture. It is important to note that at this point, my clay is leather hard. Now remember, when clay is leather hard, it's not so soft, and when you carve it, the clay comes out as ribbons. This is the perfect time to really get those details and textures in your sculpture. Please pay special attention to what tools I am using and how I use them. Specifically, when I use the needle tool, I use the edge of that one side that kind of looks like a hook to really make the sharp edges where I need them. And then the larger trimming tool really smooths out larger areas. Now that I have the majority of my piece smoothed out and carved, I'm going to start adding textures. Adding textures is super important when you're sculpting with clay. Textures will really make your piece pop and make it really come to life. Please do not forget this step, and although it takes a little bit of patience, it's totally worth it. And now that my texture is complete, now I'm gonna work on the additional things that I want to add to my sculpture. Here, I tried adding some whiskers and then I just didn't really like them. So I decided to scrap them and not add them. Okay, so now I'm working on the paddleboard or surfboard that my little character is going to sit on, and then you'll see I make the glasses for him. Now both of these things, both the paddleboard and the glasses, are leather hard. It being leather hard, make sure that I can get these how I want without them kind of mushing up in my hands and getting messed up. So it being leather hard is super important. And I'm also using a X-Acto knife to help get the edges perfect. All right, so now I'm really liking the way that my piece looks, so I'm gonna carve a hole in the bottom. Now this is for a couple different reasons. First of all, it reduces the weight, and second of all, it just assists in allowing the piece to dry evenly. Okay, so now that the piece is finished, make sure you be very, very careful because it will be bone dry and very fragile. All right, so that's it. Next up is firing and glazing.